Good afternoon, welcome to Pouring Through Life. I'm doing a quick experiment video. I'm just going to do a couple colors. I'm trying out two different products. Let me grab those. One is the M1 latex paint additive and extender. And then I found this one I'm also trying out. This is the XIM latex extender. Open time extender, flow leveling additive. So they both say basically the same thing. They both look identical in color. They're the consistency of water. So I'm going to use them as cell activators. I mix them with my Amsterdam titanium white. I put a little bit of paint here on the end of a pop stick. I put about that much paint on there. I ended up having it add a little tiny bit more because it was still too thin. Quickly for colors, I'm going to do decoart colorshift black, 24 karat gold by Folk Art Color Flash Black, decoart 24 karat gold, Master's Touch Philanthropinone Blue, decoart, I don't know if I'm going to use that one, Folk Art Emerald Gold, or Emerald Green, and then I'm going to do decoart, or Folk Art Dragonfly Glaze, Red, Violet, Blue. Just going to do these 5. So I wrote on here, this is XIM cell activator, this is M1 cell activator. This is my pillow paint that I use on all my pours, which is the H&K interior exterior semigloss white. So I'm going to do a puddle on here, then I'm going to add the colors. I'm going to put one cell activator on there, blow it out, and then I'm going to do the other. Okay. Alright, I got organized for this, and I don't feel organized now at all for some reason. I was going to add a couple other colors, but since this is an experiment, I don't want to waste my favorite colors. So I'm just going to use my traditional colors that I know work well together and call it good. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Color Art Black. Color Shift Back. I don't know why I can't talk today. It's driving me crazy. It's been a weird week. So this is the 24 karat gold by decoart. This is not the extreme sheen, it's a regular one. I buy it in the big jar because it's my favorite color and I use it often. I'm going to put the Philanthropinone Blue by Master's Touch. Swirly through the other colors because I like to do that. And I'm going to do the Violet Shift color. It's violet, blue, and red, violet, and blue. It's one of those shifting white colors. Depending on what it's next to is what color it picks up, seems like. Or iridescent, whatever it is. I'm going to add the Color Shift Emerald Green by Folk Art. I'm going to do a tiny dollop of the black again. Then gold. Like I said, it's my favorite color. I'm going to put the place color, and then I'm going to top it off with the Philanthropinone Blue. And if I'm saying, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. The words It is such a long, huge word, and I have no idea if I'm saying that correctly. I'm guessing. Okay, let me wipe my hands off. Okay, so I'm going to start with the XIM paint additive, and we'll see what we get. I'm just going to pour this on here. That's all I got. I just made up a little bit. Nice part about the Amsterdam paints is you could pretty much mix them with water, and they'll produce good effects. But let me torch this. Well, I can tell you this much. I can see crazing in the blue, which is never a good sign. Exactly what I was looking for, but I'm not exactly mad at it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, while this one is leveling itself out, I'm going to move it to the side, and I'm going to do the other one. I'm trying to make this quick because I got an appointment in about 10 minutes, so yeah. So I'm going to do the same order in my colors. I think these products are identical. I don't know for sure because I've never even heard of them until Tammy Anderson posted the M1. And it honestly has never even occurred to me to use anything but Floetrol in my painting. But I thought, well, you know, this stuff is cheap. I mean, we're talking $5 or $6. I think it was like, well, not 5 or 6, like $8 at my local hardware store, which is crazy cheap for a paint additive. But if it, you know, if it doesn't work, then it's pointless to use it. And there's some pretty cool subtles and lacing and stuff going on in there. I mean, that's great. If that's the result, I'll have to see how it works how it looks when it dries. So, you know, if it doesn't dry good, then it's pointless again to use something if it's not gonna give you the result that you want. Can't remember if I put another dollop of green or not, but it's okay. Hopefully you're in frame for the first one, watching that develop. I like to do it this way when I do my paintings. I don't want to rush the cells activating. And so a lot of times I will do this when I do a painting. I will set it off to the side. I'll let it do its magic. Okay, so this is the M1. I'll make sure it didn't thicken up or anything weird. The other thing too, keep in mind, there's way more additive, or way more than I needed, but because I was trying to figure out a good consistency that I would utilize as a cell activator, I kept having to add just a little tiny bit of paint, and you know, it's way more than if I mixed up a batch in a squirt bottle, one of my little 4-ounce bottles. It would be different. Okay, so now I'm gonna blow it out. Now this one doesn't appear to be doing anything, which is weird because when I used the M1 to try to do a Dutch pour, it worked fine. Let me torch it and see if I get some cells. Oh, some cells coming up. I don't really see much in the way of lacing. And keep in mind, I'm not trying uber hard here to create, a masterpiece. I'm just simply trying to see what this product will do. And right now, this doesn't look very good. That looks cool as hell. Maybe I made it too thick. It's weird because they look identical. When you pour them out in the when I poured them out in the cup, the products themselves looked identical. I could not tell the difference between them. That's why I wrote the names on the little paper cups, because I literally could not tell which one was which. Yeah, this isn't not even getting anything once I stretch, which is weird. I wonder if I have any left in this cup of the other one. Let's see if a little tiny bit in this leftover. I used the exact same paints. I used the exact same pillows. Everything was identical, including the order in which I put them on the tile. And I have no cells. None. Not a one. Okay. So let's see what happens if I blow this out. You know what? This one is giving me... Okay, so what does that tell you right there? This other product, this XIM, I'm going to do more experience with. The other product doesn't do anything. Look at this. Interesting. That's what you want when you're doing a bloom. You want lacing. You want cells to pop up as soon as you blow on it. I want to mess it up. Okay, so I'm going to move this to the side. I'm going to let that continue developing, and I'm going to stretch this one out. This one's going to get scraped eventually. This one I will let dry just to see what it looks like. But that I'm happy with. That is worth investigating to see what we can do with that. I also don't see too much bleed through, because a lot of times those, if you don't have Aussie Floetrol, you get bleed through of color. The cell activator bleeds through. There is a little tiny bit of bleed through. But yeah, I think this is a winner. I will talk to you guys again soon for more experiments. Bye for now. Okay guys, sorry about that. I had a courier knocking on my door and I had to take care of that. So I started stretching this. This is the XIM and no bleed through. I don't really see any modifications to the paint or anything. It looks pretty fine. I'm not going to keep this. I am going to let it dry just to see if there's anything weird with how it dries. But I ain't mad at it. Now, I haven't even started stretching this one out. Let's see what this did. Because I had to add all that extra white, all of the colors are a little bit dampened. So they're not quite as bold or bright. but I poured the XIM on top of this one. So I definitely am going to experiment with that for sure. I might try the other one in a dirty pour or a straight pour, one of those, or open cup. I kind of been going towards open cups a little bit more lately because I like them and you don't get that watered down look to your paints. I don't like it when the paints mix together and you lose the color composition that you were hoping for. That always irks me. But I poured that. You saw how little of paint I put, or little bit of the cell activator I put on this one. And I got quite a bit of lacing. And it's holding up its integrity, which is great. You need it to hold up its integrity, which on the other one it is. There's really no issues with it. The lacing is great. I'm gonna have to experiment with this XIM and see what I get out of it, because I'm enjoying this effect. Is great. I see no bleed through in the white at all. I thought I was with the blue, but it's actually the undercolor because I put that folk art shift paint under the blue, the white one. So that's why it looks a little bit different there. So I will say that it is not enjoying the black color on when the black mixes with the house paint, but that's pretty common. It kind of creates that brown gray color because it's a shift paint. But yeah, no, I'm not mad at this at all. And I'm going to experiment quite a bit more with this. And I want to see what I can get out of it, because it is a heck of a lot cheaper. And all I did to make it was mix it with water. I did nothing else, or not water, with paint. I took a little bit of the product, a drizzle, and the paint. That's it. The titanium white from Amsterdam. Alright, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this experiment video. I will edit and link the two videos together so it's not wonky, but let me take you in for a close-up. Let me wipe my hands off so I don't get paint all over my phone. I use my cell phone to do my recordings because I don't have like a camera, another type of recording camera. So that's how I do things. But I'm pleasantly surprised, we'll say that. See how these dry, and I know which one is which because it's obvious which one is which. But I'm shocked, honestly. If I can get a product that is that simple to create for doing this work, and I cut out ingredients like Floetrol, my PVA glue, my Liquitex ink, the Minwax wood conditioner. I'm cutting out all those and all those items out of this mixture, and that just saves money. So I'm all about saving money wherever I can. In this world that we're currently living in, you got to cut your pennies, or save your pennies where you can. So if I can cut out all those other products from my cell activators, that would be huge. Huge, huge, huge. Okay, let's take you guys in. Alright, so this is the XIM. Now this one is it says latex extender flow leveling additive. The other one was this one. I got no lacing whatsoever, so I put what little bit I had left of the XIM on top of it, blew it out, and I actually got lacing immediately. So I'm going to do a few more tiles and try this out on using a couple other colors that I have in Amsterdam. Alright, y'all, have a great day. If you like my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Also, you have the bell that will give you notifications when I do other videos. Alright, thank you so much and have a wonderful day. We will see you on the next pour.